A single grain of sand looks completely useless. You step on it at the beach and never think about it again. But that tiny grain can eventually become something worth millions of dollars. A smartphone screen, a luxury building window, a giant aquarium wall, even the tiny fiber cables carrying the internet around the world, all of them begin with ordinary sand. But here's the strange part. Glass is made by heating sand to temperatures so extreme that the sand literally melts like water. And once you see how this process actually happens inside massive factories, you'll never look at a glass window the same way again. Everything starts with a special type of sand called silica sand. Not every beach sand can be used, because normal sand contains too many impurities. Glass factories need sand that is extremely rich in silica, because silica is the main ingredient that gives glass its transparency and strength. Huge trucks bring thousands of tons of this sand into factories every single day, but surprisingly, sand alone cannot make good quality glass. So manufacturers mix the silica sand with other materials like soda ash and limestone. Soda ash helps lower the melting temperature because pure silica melts at around 1,700 degrees Celsius, which is insanely hot. Limestone is added to make the final glass stronger and more durable. Sometimes recycled broken glass is also added into the mixture, and this is actually very important because recycled glass melts faster than raw materials, saving huge amounts of energy. Now comes the most intense part of the entire process. The mixture is fed into gigantic furnaces that burn continuously day and night. These furnaces become hotter than lava, reaching temperatures around 1,500 degrees Celsius. Inside, the solid materials slowly transform into a glowing liquid that looks like molten honey mixed with fire. Workers can't even stand close without special heat protection because the temperature is powerful enough to destroy normal metal tools. But even after melting, the glass still isn't ready. The liquid contains bubbles, trapped gases, and tiny imperfections. If these stay inside, the glass would become weak or cloudy. So the molten glass is carefully refined and stirred until the bubbles disappear. This stage is critical because even a tiny defect can ruin an entire batch. Now, depending on what kind of glass is being made, the process changes completely. For window glass, factories use something called the float glass process, and this part looks almost unreal. The molten glass is poured onto a giant bath of liquid tin. Yes, actual molten metal. Because glass is lighter than tin, it floats perfectly on top, spreading out into a completely flat surface. Gravity and the smooth tin layer make the glass naturally level, creating those perfectly flat windows you see in skyscrapers and cars. As the glass slowly moves across the tin bath, giant rollers control its thickness. Thin glass for picture frames, thicker glass for buildings. It all depends on how the rollers are adjusted. Then the glowing ribbon of glass enters a long cooling tunnel called an annealing layer. This cooling stage may sound boring, but it's one of the most important parts. If hot glass cools too quickly, stress forms inside it and the entire sheet can suddenly shatter. So factories cool it down very slowly and carefully. After cooling, giant machines inspect the glass using lasers and cameras faster than the human eye can even detect flaws. Any tiny scratch, bubble, or crack is immediately found. Then huge robotic cutters slice the glass into precise sizes within seconds, but regular glass is still surprisingly weak. That's why many products use tempered glass. To make tempered glass, the sheets are heated again and then cooled extremely fast using powerful blasts of air. This creates tension inside the glass, making it several times stronger than normal glass. And when tempered glass breaks, it shatters into tiny dull pieces instead of dangerous sharp shards, which is why it's used in car windows and smartphone protectors. Some glass becomes even more advanced. Bulletproof glass, for example, is made by layering glass with special plastic materials. Fiber optic glass is pulled into hair-thin strands that carry internet data using light signals moving at incredible speeds. Scientists have even created glass so strong that it can survive inside space missions and deep underwater environments. What's crazy is that humans discovered glass thousands of years ago, completely by accident. Historians believe ancient traders once cooked food over sand mixed with soda-rich rocks, and the intense heat created small pieces of glass. At first, people thought it was magical because they had never seen a solid material that looked like frozen water. Today, glass is everywhere around you: your phone, mirrors, buildings, cameras, televisions, laboratories, even the tiny lenses inside satellites orbiting Earth. And all of it started from melted sand. So next time you touch a window or look at your phone screen, remember, you're actually looking at one of the most incredible transformations humans ever mastered, turning ordinary sand into something transparent, powerful, and essential for modern life.